From a street-level view, human life appears entirely chaotic. We often feel like accidental travelers in an arbitrary universe, rolling the dice on our parents, our natural talents, and the tragedies that define us. However, a different pattern emerges within ancient traditions, ranging from the Vedas to Sufi mysticism. These texts suggest that human birth is a calculated entry into the world, guided by specific laws of cause and effect. Centuries of theological study into these principles suggest a radical shift in perspective. If these texts are accurate, we are the primary designers of our own life circumstances, selecting the very obstacles we often spend our lives trying to escape. To understand why, we look to the state that precedes birth, Advaita, or non-duality. Philosophical traditions describe this as a boundless field of pure consciousness, a state of absolute peace, where physical pain and fear have no context. This creates a paradox. In an environment of immortal perfection and unthreatened peace, the soul is static. Why would any conscious entity leave that sanctuary for a world of hunger and heartbreak? Growth requires friction, a concept known as Chaitanya Vikasam. While the realm of pure consciousness offers peace, it lacks the resistance necessary for expansion. We see this engine of friction in nature. A seed remains dormant in the light. It only cracks open and pushes a shoot upward when it is buried under the heavy, dark weight of the soil. Gold follows a similar path. It remains raw and mixed with impurities until it is subjected to the intense heat of a furnace. The fire is the only mechanism that allows the pure metal to emerge. In this pre-birth state, the soul drafts a blueprint for its physical life. It intentionally seeks out the friction of heartbreak and failure, viewing these experiences as the soil and fire required to expand its own consciousness. This blueprint details the structural boundaries of the journey. The soul selects specific parents, cultural environments, and even physical or mental weaknesses that will serve as the primary catalysts for its development. Under this framework, the most difficult seasons of life are the specific weights the soul chose to lift. The resistance isn't a sign of failure. It is the exact tool required for the expansion of the self. The soul tracks these choices through a mechanical accounting system called karma. This is a ledger of cause and effect, functioning with the mathematical precision of a physical law. Like a bank passbook, when a lifetime concludes, unlearned lessons and debts are carried forward to populate the starting balance of the next life. This explains inexplicable desires or repeating conflicts from birth. They are line items in the ledger the soul contracted to address. These contracts are rarely solo journeys. Souls tend to migrate in clusters, traveling through multiple lifetimes with the same group of entities. Within these groups, roles are swapped to trigger specific growth. A soul that acted as a supportive partner in one life might reincarnate as a challenging adversary in the next, providing the conflict necessary for a specific lesson in patience or resilience. This suggests that our most difficult relationships often involve our closest spiritual allies. They accept the role of the antagonist on Earth to ensure we face the challenges we planned for ourselves. If we designed this experience with such precision, why do we arrive on Earth with no memory of the contract? The amnesia is provided by the veil of forgetfulness. If we knew our struggles were merely planned exercises on a pre-birth syllabus, the experience would lack the authenticity required to forge true wisdom. The pain must feel real to be effective. The blueprint provides the maze, but our free will determines how we navigate it. While we chose the walls of the maze before birth, our decision to react with either love or bitterness is the primary work of the physical life. The soul maintains a connection through the veil via subtle pings. These manifest as gut instincts, recurring dreams, or sudden flashes of intuition that pull us toward our original objectives. Spiritual guides operate within this framework by offering subtle signals. They help maintain the journey's alignment with the original karmic map without interfering with the soul's ability to face its chosen trials. This leads to the Vedic realization of Tat Twam Asi, you are that. The goal is to endure the challenges of the physical world until the divine nature of the self is recognized from within the experience. Understanding the architecture of the soul contract changes our orientation to the world. We transition from being victims of circumstance to being the authors of our own evolution, intentionally experiencing every step of the journey we designed.